In the suburban town of Willowbrook, nestled among towering oak trees and winding roads, young Tommy Anderson embarked on his usual journey to school. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe our channel for more videos. With his backpack slung over his shoulder and a skip in his step, he set off down the familiar path, eager to start another day of learning. But as Tommy rounded the corner onto Maple Street, something caught his eye, a flash of movement in the bushes near the old abandoned house at the end of the block. Pausing in his tracks, curiosity stirred within him. He had passed by this house countless times before, but today, something felt different. Ignoring the voice in his head urging him to keep walking, Tommy made a split-second decision. Instead of continuing on his usual route, he veered off course, heading towards the overgrown yard of the mysterious house. As he approached, his heart pounded with excitement and a hint of apprehension. Peering through the tangled vines and gnarled branches, he spotted something unusual, a glint of metal hidden among the foliage. Drawing closer, Tommy's eyes widened in disbelief. It was a bicycle, its frame rusted and worn, partially concealed by the undergrowth. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath the bike, partially buried in the dirt, was a shiny object that caught the morning sunlight. A silver locket, its delicate chain tangled with leaves and twigs. A sense of unease washed over Tommy as he realized that something was amiss. Who would leave behind a bicycle and a precious piece of jewelry in such a secluded spot? And why? Fueled by a sense of duty and concern, Tommy reached for his backpack and pulled out his cell phone. With trembling fingers, he dialed the emergency number, his voice shaky but determined as he relayed the strange discovery to the dispatcher on the other end of the line. Within minutes, the sound of approaching sirens filled the air as a police car pulled up to the curb. Officer Ramirez, a friendly-faced officer with a reassuring smile, emerged from the vehicle and knelt down beside Tommy. "Hey there, buddy, what seems to be the problem?" Officer Ramirez asked, his gaze following Tommy's pointed finger towards the hidden treasures in the bushes. Tommy swallowed hard, his voice barely above a whisper. "I found these things here. They don't belong, and I thought someone might need help." Officer Ramirez nodded, his expression serious as he examined the bicycle and the locket. "Good job, Tommy. You did the right thing by calling us. Let's take a closer look and see if we can figure out what's going on." Together, Tommy and Officer Ramirez carefully extricated the bicycle and the locket from their hiding place, noting the serial number on the bike and the initials engraved on the locket. With each discovery, the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. As they investigated further, they uncovered a trail of clues that led them to the doorstep of an elderly woman who lived alone in the neighborhood. With tears in her eyes, she thanked Tommy and Officer Ramirez for their vigilance, explaining that the bicycle belonged to her grandson, who had gone missing several days ago. Overwhelmed with relief, she embraced Tommy tightly, grateful for his keen observation and quick thinking. And as Officer Ramirez radioed for backup to assist with the search for the missing boy, Tommy couldn't help but feel a swell of pride in his chest. In the days that followed, the town hailed Tommy as a hero, his bravery and resourcefulness celebrated far and wide. But for Tommy, the greatest reward was knowing that he had made a difference, that by taking a detour to school and noticing something strange, he had helped reunite a family and bring a lost boy home.